Good evening, viewers out there. I'm here once again on Heroes TV. I remain my humble self, comrade Peter Habwe, President of Positive Youth Middle State Chapter. I'm actually here to speak on some certain fundamental conception that borders on Edo State politics. We understand that there are some certain political mellow scuffle that is currently happening in Edo State. And as a matter of fact, we, the youth of Edo State, need to understand that there are some certain things we need not to adopt ourselves into. Today, we have had cases of the lions and the tigers of various wards. We have had cases of the infantry, a politician boasting on air that there are some infantry that is recruiting. For heaven's name, we are not fighting war. Edo State is not a war zone. Sometimes I begin to rethink what Peter Williams Botha talked about in 1988 when he became the president of South Africa. He did said, when you give a black man a gun, they will kill themselves. And when you give them power, they will so much arrogate undue authority to themselves that they will not want to leave power. They will want to be there so long as they live. We have had cases like the Mobutu Sese Seko's of Zaire. We have seen the Idi Amin of Uganda. We have seen the Mugabes. We have seen the Gaddafis. These are the qualities of black leaders that seize power and refuse to leave power. But when you give them freedom, that's when you begin to see nepotism, you begin to see tribalism, you begin to see egocentrism. This is the reason why the white man said in 1988, the then current president of South Africa said, a black man does not have the tentacles and the flagellas to govern the state. But we, the youth of this state, we need to prove them wrong. Because if they decide to turn Edo State into a war zone and begin to talk about the lions and tigers of various wards, a renowned politician coming on air to tell us that he's recruiting some infantry, I wonder when Edo State became a military zone or a military barrack where you begin to train infantry in the army. But today, we will not adopt to that. Speaking to the youth, not only in Edo State, they have so much enslaved the youth to the extent that the youth cannot even have placement in their society. We have seen youth in the hinterlands, we have seen our youth in the Libyan desert, we have seen our youth in the Moroccan desert foraging for the necessities of life. They have worked their fingers to the bone foraging for life necessity. But at the end of the day, they've not been able to achieve this. They have become a persona non grata in their own land. This we call the political servitude of our leaders. They are so much enslaved the youth that the youth cannot even come out to air their views. They started by making the seat of power so expensive that the youth cannot even think or begin to even imagine on how to partake in the current politics of the country. First, you see someone coming to tell you APC ticket, PDP ticket, you begin to hear 45 million, you begin to hear, why would you so much place a nomination form to 45 million? That is the gap between the bourgeois, the aristocrats, the peasants, and the proletariat. No matter how much zest and ebullient you have, or you want to lead your people, you may not have that platform to lead because you don't have the money. You don't have the exorbitant money that is placed on nomination form. When the leaders of this country fought for the independence of this country in 1960, and thereabout we had our republic in 1963, it wasn't like this. The youth were at the forefront. The people like the Antonio Nahuros. When we talk about the Gowons, Gowon was just 32 years when he became the president of this state. But today we have octogenarian, we have nonagenarian, we have septuagenarian in heavens of affairs. And they refuse to leave the seat of power to any youth. So that is the reason why I'm speaking to the youth. You have to be very, very careful in your own person not to indulge in social vices, not to begin to sacrifice yourself as a tool being used for political crimes, for political malpractices. and political mayhem. We will not continue to experience melee and scuffle in Edo State, not even in Nigeria as a whole. So this is a message to the youth. You need to understand the tenets of true federalism. The leaders cannot put their children in a better place, sending them abroad to study, and now using you, the populace, which are the youth, to become a political sabotage. It's absurd. It's quite disheartening. So it is on this note that we are speaking to all the youth coming 2020 September 19 gubernatorial election. Don't accept any money from anybody. Don't indulge in any social crime. Don't indulge in any social vices. Don't carry gun. Don't steal ballot papers. Vote for the leader that you understand, that knows the people. Vote for the leader that has the mission, the leader that has the vision, the leader that has the intent of the youth at heart. So this is the reason why I am speaking to you once again, to understand that it is not wise for you to sell your birthright. For whatsoever you do today, either good or bad, will be a direct impact of what becomes of you in future, and to the future of your children yet unborn, and to the ones that are born. You don't have to sell your birthright to any politician. So this is the reason why I've come on air on Heroes TV to enlighten the youth on the need to stand at the clarion call, on the need to stand at the path of justice, on the need to stand at the path of transparency, on the need to stand at the path of integrity. Thank you very much. I want to reassure you that the destiny and the future of this country lies in the hands of the youth, as the youth remain the engine room of all political development and economic development. It is on this note that I speak to you, that do not relent, stand at the path of justice, stand at the path of integrity, and stand for the purpose of equity. Stand for the reason of your children yet unborn and for your destiny. Thank you so much. I remain Comrade Peter Harwood, President, Positive Youth Initiative.